Hey there, it's Dr. Amanda with StraightSmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and we're here today with another blog. It's an update or a repost about uniform teeth. I got contacted by their team, and I was fortunate enough to have had a nice 30-minute conversation with Meghan Jewitt. She is the CEO of Uniform Teeth, and I'm very excited to kind of give you an update on what they're doing and how it works, and perhaps how you fit in as either a consumer, as a general dentist, or as an orthodontist, and how they partner with all three people. So thanks so much, Meghan, for taking the time to let me interview you today. All right, so just high level, Uniform Teeth likes to consider themselves not at all a DIY or DTC company. They don't also consider themselves at all even necessarily a scan shop. They consider themselves kind of parallel or on par with a company like One Medical Company. So almost like concierge boutique dentistry is the way I like to think of it, but concierge boutique orthodontics. So nice thing about them is that they're using technology, but they're also using AI in order to get the best possible outcomes for their patients, but also efficiently using their time. So patients aren't coming into the orthodontist or into one of their uniform teeth stores or shops or whatever you want to call them, clinics, unless they really need to. So, and I've told you before that it's very possible to do aligner cases in less than 3-4 appointments. And of course, they're not setting, a limit. Patients are seen as they need to be seen, but they're also using a lot of cool AI and technology to have more efficient treatment plans and to use even concepts like hybrid. So hybrid to me could mean putting on braces on first and then doing some clear aligners. Hybrid could mean using a combination of aligners with buttons, tads, different springs, coils, stuff like that. There's all kind of things that we learn in orthodontic residency, and these are things that I teach doctors how to do all the time with StraightSmile Solutions. You can't always just use plastic only to get what you want, because you're not always going to get the best outcome, or it might be compromised, or it might just take a longer time or a long time. Yeah. So sometimes using a combination of techniques and letting the doctor or the orthodontist do what they know what to do best, and using a lot of techniques that we use in braces can give you a better outcome in a shorter period of time, or a more healthier outcome. So anyways, so that was one thing I didn't realize they were doing, and I thought that was really cool. Also, so yeah, it does see here that they see usually in 3 to 5 visits, which I think is pretty standard at this point for the doctors I work with. I train them how to do this. There's just no reason you need to be seeing aligner patients in office every 4 to 6 weeks. It just makes no sense. What are you doing? They also said they have a really low revision refinement rate, which I think is great. They didn't quite have that rate calculated, but they said it was low. And I think that's huge, because you should be able to knock this out of the park. As long as you have a good treatment plan, a good doctor, you know what you're doing, you're using good plastic, good manufacturing, and you have a good check-in process, and you're tracking, and the patient's compliant, everything should just turn out first try. And that's something that they totally get, and I respect that, like I told her. So the other thing they're doing is patients come in for the checkup or the screening or the consult, and they're taking CBCT standard on every single patient, just to kind of look at the perio, look at the bone level. Of course, they're looking for more complicated things as well, and they pretty much take every patient that comes in. They are oral orthodontists that work with them. So, and I guess they're very selective on the orthodontist that they pick. So they pretty much are doing every single type of case that comes from phase 1, exposures, canine exposures. It's a regular orthodontic office is what it is, that also happens to have their own brand of proprietary aligners, that uses their own brand of proprietary software and their own brand of proprietary checking in, tracking. So pretty cool. So it's like a turnkey. You know what you're going to get if you go there. So they're not going to say no to treating you, assuming as long as you are healthy. Only thing they're not doing right now is jaw surgery or orthodontic cases at the moment, but that's subject to change, they say. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how it works. So it's just, that's what it is. It is what it is. And they try to have a very relaxing spa-like experience. No impressionless, using CBCTs. What else? we pretty much went over almost everything. Auxiliaries, yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I was very impressed. So we said we'd talk about how it works if you're an orthodontist, how it works if you want to partner with them, if you're a general dentist, how it works if you're a consumer. So let's take each one of those. So orthodontists can partner with them. You can give them a call. They are hiring as they enter new areas. So I guess, better to partner them than have them show up across the street from you. So they do hire, for the most part, they are employees, the orthodontists that work for them. So but they said if they're not in your area yet, they might be soon, so give them a call if you're interested in working for them. Number two, if you are a general dentist, I thought this was cool. I didn't know this about them. They are partnering with general dentists. The general dentists aren't doing the aligners, of course, but they would love to have your referrals. And in turn, because they don't do any general dentistry, they will not poach your patient. So they will send the patient back to you, for the cosmetic work and the implants and whatever else. And on top of that, if you are a referrer to them, and if the patient comes in and needs a general dentist, they will send you the patient, for restorative work or whatever else. So you might get referrals back. So it works almost backwards than how it does in a private, ortho office. Because I would get referrals, but did I ever randomly refer? No, because everyone had a general dentist. But they get people coming in that don't always have a general dentist, so they'd be glad to refer back to you for the restorative and such. But yeah, definitely, you need to be in network and connect with them if you're interested in. If you have a uniform teeth nearby, you should definitely connect with them. Lastly, as a consumer, in order to get started, you can go on their website to go ahead and get started, schedule a screening appointment. I believe it's free. I haven't looked recently. I know I did schedule one about a year or two ago when I was in San Francisco because I wanted to check it out, but I couldn't. It was they were booked out about a month, so it just didn't work out. It wasn't you could get an appointment last minute, but maybe that's changed. But they did say that their offices or their clinics have between 3 to 6 ops. One orthodontist is on the staff at all times and always in the office to do the screenings. And then they're also doing buttons, auxiliaries, braces, other things like that. But the vast majority of their patients have some type of aligners, mostly either a hybrid or they're getting aligners plus braces, or somewhere in there's usually some type of aligners, which is cool. So in any case, yeah, that's it. So thanks so much to Meghan, the CEO of Uniform Teeth, for taking the time to meet with me today. All right, take care.